Have you noticed an increase in people's reactions and the feeling that the interactions we're having with people are becoming heavier? People are like filled with this sorrow and rage and frustration that is coming through, is exploding into their words and actions and how they look at you. I don't know you, but I'm feeling in the past few days and weeks this just increasing, and I can see in people's eyes how much they're struggling. Of course, my ability to perceive is way greater than it was a few years before. Because I've been doing so much inner work in myself, and also this is my line of work, helping others in their inner healing. But I am really feeling it. People are struggling. I've been in Asia for the past 16 months. But in Thailand specifically, I've been spending a lot of time, and of course they have their own cultural, social conditioning here, and it's easy to recognize some personality patterns they have, the same as we have in Brazil, the same different countries, different conditioning, and basically we all struggle with the same problems, but some of the characteristics are more evident in some nationalities and less in others. It depends how we grow up, right? But even the tourists I meet on the way, I sense this deep and very heavy loads of sorrow and anger and fear. And it's very common when we are feeling these negative emotions that we're going to trigger other people. So it's very important to try to be or become emotionally intelligent. You can hear people are in the swimming pool now, so just don't worry about the noise. This is the thing, and when we are feeling angry or sad, this is what we're gonna help people to feel as well. So instead of projecting or getting triggered by people when you have these not so uncomfortable interactions, I urge you to focus on yourself, because this is a great opportunity for you to find out your own wounds. The anger usually we feel is a reflection of some insecurities we have. The anger are like little soldiers, they protect our emotional wounds. So it is safe to assume that the person who is very angry, like explodes all the time, very charged, this person is also filled with sorrow, filled with hurt. This person has suffered, and they have been, conditioned to protect themselves, to become bitter, to defend themselves, and to create this wall around their hearts that they guide with anger. So let's try to develop and be more compassionate, understanding that everybody has been through a lot. It's only when we start looking at our own sorrows, own sadness, own hurt and fears, our own darkness, that we become very compassionate. Because guys, there's so much pain, there's so much sorrow. We usually don't feel all this sadness because we are too busy, trying to fulfill our need for love and safety, and solve all these uncomfortable feelings and conflicts and beliefs that we have inside of us. But if we do stop to look, to face, to feel, we will feel sorry, we will feel really sorry for ourselves, and we will learn to be more compassionate of others as well. Because it's not easy, guys. It's not easy to record and store every painful moment of our existence and then live life through it. This is pretty much what happens to us, to all of us, when we grow up and develop the ego mind, develop the this programming that is gonna rule our lives, our forever. Basically, we really need to heal and to understand how this system works, how this machine we have in our minds work, and how the body works with energy, works with emotions and the mental patterns that we have there. So if we have the understanding, the knowledge, and we are able to really clear up all this hurt, all this pain, all this anger that has been stored there, we will not only stop hurting our children, because you do this regardless. If you're being hurt, you hurt. You might be trying to do the opposite what their parents or happened to you in your childhood, but if you're still coming from the opposite, it's still coming from the trauma. So regardless, you're gonna traumatize your kids, basically. So we need to heal to stop perpetuating this pain and hurt, and we need to heal to stop suffering. Who wants to feel 1,000 different emotions every day? Who wants to wake up feeling afraid, anxious? Who wants to be out in the world, spending all their energy, all their life force, all their vitality, chasing things, chasing meaning, chasing purpose, because it can't find anything inside. It feels just numb, it feels empty, it feels alone, it feels vulnerable. We need to heal so we can feel better, be better, live better, raise our kids and families better, and just be more understanding and compassionate, and together create a better world, like with less ignorance, less violence, less hurt. Everything that happens in the world that creates hurt, it's just a reflection of ignorance. It is the result of ignorance and lack of self-responsibility. We must become responsible for our feelings, our thoughts, our behavior. We can't continue to blame it on other people. We have to take responsibility for our own lives. We have to grow up, basically, right? So this is very important if we want to start living better and stop dealing with the same old problems, that we've been struggling for the past years. And sometimes you speak to people, and you speak to them after 2 years, you speak to them after 5 years, speak to them after 10 years, and it seems they are still struggling with the same things. So it's just they're trapped in this movie that keeps repeating itself, and they're not happy in that movie either. So we have to break free. We have to live our lives in the best possible way and love each other.